Hey, Johnny, so I'm on the way to a house call because I don't know if you remember this dump truck. It's a problematic dump truck, should be in a scrapyard. So he called me, it's an emergency. I need you to come help me put the dump down. This dump has been rusted in position for a better part of a year. So where he took it to get fixed, the oil leak, the guy can't fit it in his garage. So I don't know, I thought I'd take the camera along, see what we can do here, just for shits and giggles. I'll be there in a little bit. Because this motor doesn't work, we just hook power up to the down switch, that little electromagnet switch.
Swish.
Tom calls it a swish. And then we're going to try some come-alongs.
What are you talking to? Oh.
Camera. And yeah, so right now we just got that battery, so when we hook the battery up, that switch will open. Otherwise you got to undo the line, the hydraulic line, but I know this is rusted in place, so it ain't gonna go nowhere, but you don't want to be under there unhooking hydraulic lines because you might get a little shorter, cut in half short kind of thing. So we're just looking for a place to try to anchor this come along to, and then try our luck at sending this rusty bucket down. Yeah, so our first attempt is going to be trying to hook two come alongs on each side and hit that down switch and see if we can get this bucket down. Alright, so the come-alongs, we got a couple clicks out of it, but it's being real nasty, and I think we're going to have to take this line off, see if we can relieve any pressure that's in there, see what happens. Yeah, so I unhooked the hydraulic line to the ram, not a drop of fluid came out, so I don't think that's the issue. I think it's just so far rusted on this back hinge here. Where the hell is it? These back hinges are so rusted, completely shot that, you know, that pivot point, there's a grease fitting there, probably ain't been greased in 30 years, but everything's seized, it won't let this thing down. So short of cutting them off, I gotta try to get this down. So after the third attempt, hooking it up there, just bending that lip, I thought it was good enough metal, but there happened to be a little cutout window, and all this metal here is just welded onto this bed frame, so there's no way that's going to bend if you pull it straight down. So that's what I did. I hooked the chain on there, hooked the come along with the pulley in the middle. I'll show you. Come along here on this, and going straight up on this side, and then the other side, it's like a V effect. Got the, you know, you can't really see over here. Let me see. Oh. So that's a shot. Going straight up in this cable. Yeah, it's not exactly perpendicular and it's rubbing on a frame, but I think it's working, so we're gonna keep pulling. Hold on. Alright, so my partner Tom has got a bad shoulder, so he wants me to pull on it. I think he just wants me to get under here in case this thing falls. Alright, let me know if it's going down. Slapped in the face with this thing when it lets go.
Yeah, I know, that's what I'm afraid of.
Is it going?
Yeah, there it is, another click. There's another, two more. Oh, that's a nice one.
Is it bending on the window?
Barely. No, not at all.
I feel like I'm in a row team. Row!
Yeah. Don't attempt this without the
Tom,
top.
how much do you weigh?
160.
Go up and stand on the front of that nose.
There's a couple windows.
No, here, not there. Oh, is that how you get in? Yeah, I'm not in my box there. Just gotta jump up and down.
I lost 12 pounds in the last 6 weeks. So.
Really?
Yeah.
How'd you lose 12 pounds? You're only fucking 160. Nah.
We're at the max?
Well, something's either binding or I'm putting a lot of pressure on that thing, so something's gonna break. You think you can get that in the garage? I mean, you got like
Well, between that.
I think I see the problem. This side ain't that bad, but because this thing was driven with it up so long for like better part of a year. You see how that seam there is just about touching on the rear? And you see how there's a gap there, even though this part is all rusty. And it keeps going up. So that would be okay there. It's not quite touching. Yeah, let's go to the other side and I'll show you. I think it's just bent to a... I gotta get back here. Where is it? Yeah, see, you can't see daylight in that one. That's a bad camera angle, but I think it's pinched. And I think this is bent up. In other words, this piece back here is bent up and it's pinching on that section of rail, so it can't go down any further no matter how. Yeah, see, it's even jacking that up. The whole thing is rusted, but it's even jacking this piece up here, so it's down as far as it's going to get. And I have a feeling that's all it's going to be, so we might have to leave this chain on there for the time being. Anyways, I've done all I can do. I'm going home now. Hey Tom, so I think we got to leave that chain on for a while because
how is this?
he's measuring.
Is it taller than that?
What, you put it on the top of your head? Well, I think I got a tape measure. Hold on a second. Alright, so I got that chain slack taken up just because he's got to drive around with us a little bit, but he's got to get it in that garage over there first to get fixed. That's why we had to pull this down, and we just leave everything. So I got the line back on so it doesn't drip oil, and the come along's got to stay there in that position because the drive shaft's right next to it, because I don't want to let this come along go and have this thing just be wobbling down the road. It's what it was doing the last year. That's why that whole frame mechanism is bent. So I just told him that in the summer, spring, whatever, I'll take this box off and make a flatbed because this thing is just too far gone to do anything with. That's where we're at. Anyways, that's some ideas on how to get your dump body box down when it's stuck in the air from rust. It's the best I can come up with. Anyways, you can go get this thing fixed now.